Hey, so sometimes you'll look out on a job site and say, why are all these guys standing around? They're not doing anything. They're supposed to be building a building. So what's going on? Everyone took break, and now at 10:30, they gather for the weekly safety meeting. Everyone get together, everyone discuss safety. The safety manager's out here. He brings up every potential hazard that's on the job. He brings up job specifics, things that will be coming in the future. He talks about the actual standards for the job sites, and he's there to share and present information equally to everyone so that everyone on the job site currently can hear and be fully aware of what's going on and what to look out for and how to function on the job site so that everybody's safe. We'll let everyone get back in their positions, and I'll go over what's going on the job currently. They got a lot of work done since I was out here last. You walk away for 2 or 3 days and you come back and you're like, uh-oh, I better keep up on this. I think I promised early on that I'd walk you through this project, so I don't want you to miss anything. So I'll try to do better. So we're building more walls over here, so getting more concrete formed up. They'll be pouring that here pretty soon. So in the back, they're doing all the rock after they compacted the soil. So they'll compact the rock, get it all nice and right at the height that it's supposed to be. They'll put rebar on it and they'll pour concrete. And then they'll start working their way towards the west and having all the rest of the concrete poured. And that's when the job feels so much better, because now you're out of the mud, you're out of the dirt, you got everything poured back, and now you can start going up. So you see the carpenters working on their forms, making some last minute adjustments and tightening things up, ready for that heavy concrete that's gonna go in there. So they gotta walk them, like I told you, they gotta walk these things 4, 5, 6 times, check everything, so that when that hydraulic pressure from that concrete goes down, it doesn't go anywhere, but it stays exactly where it's supposed to stay. Doesn't bulge out, doesn't leak out, doesn't fall out or explode out. You see how easy that crane work is? They got some rebar over here that needs to go in another area. He'll rig that stuff up, throw it in the back, and they're using the bucket to scoop rock in there. They'll bring the bucket way back there and dump the rock out where it needs to go. So look how easy this is. The plumbers right here have installed their vault. All the drains on the job site drain into these vaults, and then there's pumps in the vaults that pump the water back out and send it down the way. All right, just to get an idea of what's going on, we got the concrete pump truck that showed up. Looks like they are going to pump these walls today, so that's awesome. I'll get some shots of that in a little bit. You notice where the plumbers have run their pipe to the vault, and they've got the one standpipe that's up a little high. They'll fill that with water so that they could test the pipe that's in the ground, so that when the inspector shows up, he could say, yeah, everything's holding, all the joints are holding, nothing's leaking, and then they'll be able to backfill and get that compacted and keep moving west. And then here's the back area with the rock that's being spread, and you notice a laser that is set up next to the hopper. That laser is so they can spin around and make sure the rock is at the right height. Got the guys in the back that are setting the perimeter of the concrete slab, putting an expansion strip so that there's a little bit of separation between the concrete wall and the edge of slab. So we're getting ready for another concrete pour here. They're going to pour another one of these walls that come out beautiful, every one. And so it's impressive to see how nice when they strip everything. And so I'm sure they'll follow suit on this one and get some of these forms done and get some of these walls done, and then we'll start stacking the building. And all that blue tarp that you see in the back, that's the vapor barrier, and they'll get the concrete poured. That's going to happen on Thursday, I'm told. And so we'll come out here, watch them pump that, watch them spread the concrete. This is all fun. This is all fun to watch. It's all great to look at, and if you look at all how well this job's being run. So we got the mixer backed up to the pump's pumping all the concrete into the forms. So the laborers are topside, getting the concrete into the walls, getting the vibrator down in there to make sure there's consolidation, make sure there's no voids or anything else that would upset the finished product. Now we're down here with the plumber, backfilling his trench, getting it compacted. With the operator, backfilling it with the spoils that were removed earlier. Now they'll get that all up and ready to go. Look back there hanging on the wall, iron workers getting the next run of steel up on the wall, so it'll be ready for the shotcrete. They're going to build some scaffold to get up to that area later on for the shotcrete, so we'll watch the shotcrete next week. From what I'm told, it's scheduled for next, I believe, Tuesday and Thursday. So that's going to be exciting. They'll get the scaffold built, so that's a whole nother trade of guys that'll show up. And then these guys over here getting the vapor barrier down, getting ready for the concrete slab to be poured. Look at this. Wouldn't you want to be on this job? So like and subscribe to this channel. I know a lot of people out there are interested in this type of work, so I'm going to keep bringing more of this kind of content, show you that this type of work is great to be in, and it's well organized, and it's safe. And so just want to have you look past me, and that way it breaks down a little bit of the intimidation factor of wondering if you could do this type of work, and you can. So give me some comments, tell me what you'd like to see, tell me what you'd like me to point out, or if you have some questions or anything what's going on out here, or any other content you'd like me to look at. I'll just keep running around town, give you more of this experience so you get a good feel of what's going on. So if you're interested, let me know and jump in. A lot of work coming up. And these guys are good, but they can't do it all themselves. So like we were talking about before, schedule waits on no one. So there's a lot of work that's got to get done, a lot of workers needed. Good pay, good benefits, good retirement, everything. And if you're in construction, subscribe. And when you're sitting at lunch with all the rest of the guys, show them this channel. Be proud of it. Be proud of what you do. This is great work. People are looking out these windows all around this city, looking down on what you're doing down there, just so you know. I have friends that tell me they're in offices all around here that's constantly, they probably lose a lot of money for their own company because of watching you work. But just to let you know, there's a lot of interest in this type of work. And so if you're in construction and you haven't subscribed, we need to talk. And if you have subscribed, sit at lunch, sit at break, take 2 minutes out of your break and flash this channel to everyone and say, hey, subscribe, link up, help this guy out. 45 years doing this, I'm one of you, and so help me out. A lot of positive aspects to being in this type of work. It's good work. You feel good when you go home. You've got something built, you got something done, and you feel good about yourself. And you go home and you come back the next day and you do it again. And you're proud of what you do. So it's go time again. Got the concrete pump operator this time that's up top side with the rest of the crew. That way he's right there seeing everything what's going on, and it cuts the reaction time down significantly. He can easily see when it needs to move, and he's in direct communication with the guy on the end of the hose. So the rest of the laborers will just follow behind with a vibrator, getting it all consolidated. They'll just work their way around. Bring it over to the other wall when he's finished with this one, and just keep adding layers until they reach the top. There's carpenters down below, out of the picture at the moment, but they're doing the pour watch. Making sure the forms are all stable and holding and everything's tight and no leaks. Right, I think that's it for today. Updates coming soon. Thanks for being with me. Again, like, subscribe, send this to all your friends. If you're in construction, you need this channel. This is going to help improve what you got going, and it's going to help improve what I've got going. It's a team effort, just like always. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.